Zeus is the Olympian god of the sky and the thunder, the king of all other gods and men, and, consequently, the chief figure in Greek mythology. The son of Cronus and Rhea, he is probably most famous for his infidelity to his sister and wife, Hera. Athena, Apollo, and Artemis, Hermes, Dionysus, Heracles, Helen of Troy, and the Muses are all children of his numerous erotic affairs. Hephaestus, Hebe, and Ares are his legitimate children. Zeus's name is thought to have originated from the ancient Greek word for bright. The word has a close connection with Dyaus, which is the Latin word for day, and has a very ancient history. Therefore, many mythologists believe that Zeus is one of the oldest Greek gods. Usually, Zeus is portrayed with a scepter in one hand and a thunderbolt in the other, both symbols of his authority. Sometimes he wears a crown of oak leaves. The oak was deemed to be his sacred tree. Homer repeatedly describes him as aegis-bearing. The aegis was an enormous shield which Zeus frequently carried with him, lending it to his daughter Athena from time to time. In addition, he owns a pet, a giant golden eagle called Dyaus. Considered the ruler of heavens and the governor of weather, Zeus was also associated with wisdom and awareness, with authority and destiny, with battles and power. In fact, Homer says that before the fight between Achilles and Hector, Zeus weighed their lots and blessed the outcome. Further down, the poet even claims that Zeus owns 2 urns filled with ills and blessings, the gifts which he gives to every mortal in the amount he decides. In relation to the many other roles Zeus had, he acquired many different epithets. Some of them are warlike, oath keeper, guest patron, all Greek, and savior. There, Zeus was raised by nymphs and met his first wife, Metis, or wisdom. On her advice, he masked himself as an Olympian cupbearer and tricked his father into drinking poison wine. The wine made Cronus vomit so much that he ultimately disgorged Zeus's siblings, intact and ready for revenge. This, their second birth, made the youngest among them, Zeus, actually their oldest brother. However, Zeus didn't get off to a great start. According to Hesiod, Zeus had the very same problem with his first wife, Metis. Warned that their child may be a threat to him, Zeus decided to swallow his pregnant wife. Nevertheless, the child, fully grown and armored, was eventually born, but from the forehead of Zeus. It was none other than Athena, the goddess of wisdom herself. Afterward, Zeus married Themis, who bore him the Houri and the Fates. His third wife was Eurynom, who brought the Charites to the world. His sister Demeter followed. She gave birth to Persephone. With his fifth wife, Mnemosyne, Zeus begot the Muses. After becoming Zeus's sixth wife, Leto became the mother of Apollo and Artemis. Zeus's seventh and final wife was his sister, Hera. Knowing her sympathy for animals, he wooed her as a virgin by transforming himself into a distressed little cuckoo, which Hera took in her arms to warm it. At that moment, Zeus turned back into himself and slept with her. Ashamed, Hera agreed to marry him. However, theirs would prove to be a bittersweet marriage because Zeus, to say the least, was a promiscuous god. Bearing the shape of many different animals, he had numerous love affairs with many nymphs and mortals, which made Hera jealous. Some say that, when she scolded him for this, disguised as a serpent, he even slept with his mother, Rhea. Consequently, many gods and heroes are Zeus's children. It's impossible to list them all.